So who's excited to see a demo? Go ahead and type yes into the chat. So this is the form we're going to be demoing today. Here's our listing form. You can put whatever fields you want, and you can also map whatever fields over to SkySlope. So we have like the checklist for SkySlope. You're going to collect your address, info, listing amount, commission percent, if there's any referral fees. You could put all your dates on here, agreement sign date, agreement expiration date, if there's going to be an open house. You could do, staging, your marketing info, if the property has solar, water, sewer, like you can collect all the info that anybody on the team will need to be able to do their job all at once from within Follow Up Boss. So secondary contact info, home warranty, person, documents. If you want to add additional fields, you just drag it over. All right. And so now if I go to settings, we have general settings, form settings. So form settings is where you can turn on the SkySlope. So create SkySlope listing, turn it on, sync documents to SkySlope, and this will automatically create a workflow. So in our automation platform, we have this workflow, and this is where, create a listing, add seller contact, add a listing commission, upload documents. So this gets created automatically, and it has a lot of the fields pre-mapped, but you can add additional stuff to it by pulling up configure, and then you can map additional fields. So if I want to add custom fields, I can add that here, but I'm not going to make any updates now, but we'll go over into Follow Up Boss and show how it works in there. Now we're in Follow Up Boss. We have a lead record here, and we have our embedded app. So any of the forms that are built in our builder are going to show up in Follow Up Boss on the embedded app. So our opportunity forms are what are synced to SkySlope. So I'm going to go to the pipeline. So if I go to my seller pipeline, now I get my seller form. So I'm going to go to the listing form and fill this out. I'm just going to fill out the required fields because that's what we have synced over to SkySlope. So is there a secondary contact? If this is yes, now we'll get our secondary contact fields. This will add the secondary contact in the SkySlope. It'll also add it to the relationship. And submit. All right, so in Follow Boss, we get a note with everything. Our documents are here. We'll get a deal added in a second. And we can automate anything that needs to happen when a form is submitted. I'm just going to fill out the required fields because that's what we have synced over to SkySlope. So is there a secondary contact? If this is yes, now we'll get our secondary contact fields. This will add the secondary contact in the SkySlope. It'll also add it to the relationship. And submit. All right, so in Follow Boss, we get a note with everything. Our documents are here. We'll get a deal added in a second. And we can automate anything that needs to happen when a form is submitted. Just log in to SkySlope, and here we are. So it created the listing. So if you noticed, I put in the address field over here 888 Main Street, it automatically split it into street number and street name. Put the city in there, resale, this is the type, list price, listing date, expiration date. We can map this, so we didn't set that up in the automation, but it is mappable from the lead record. Let's see what else that we got. Agent got pulled over, seller, so Peter Parker got pulled over. Agent didn't even need to put this person in. It was just pulled over from the lead record. All right, and then documents. We got our documents here. We got the checklist created. We don't really have anything built out in the checklist, but the checklist got added. And there we go. Here's our home warranty. All right, home warranty person. All right, and so then going back into Follow Up Boss, now to add the pending data, you just go to the pending form. I'm not going to go through this because it's got a lot of fields and a lot of required stuff. So when the form's submitted, we put all the data in there into the transaction. We notify the TC, and then when the TC converts it over to pending, that's when all the data will be there that was submitted on the pending form. You could also, for buyer pending, you could add the buyer pending data in. So yeah, that's pretty much it for how the SkySlope integration works.